Good morning. Oh, I got some good sleep last night. Uh-oh. Somebody's in my way already. Let's see if I don't hit him. Don't be. Okay. I got some errands to do, and then I got some organizing to do with magazines. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to listing them today. Processing, separating about 1,000 of them, putting them in lots of 12. Some of them are going to be in lots of 10s because they're heavier. I want to keep them right around a 7-pound lot, which costs me about $9.95 shipping. So that's going to be fun. I improved my sound quality. I'm still kind of forgetting to grab it, and I'm still learning. It's not complicated. It's still so much easier than it was back in the early 2000s. We used to have these wires coming off our big old cameras, and so production should improve. I'm starting to study the YouTube analytics and try to find out what type of content you guys want to see. I know I have a trip coming up in San Diego. I'm going to do a little treasure hunting in San Diego. I got to do some prospecting first, and then I'm going to find out where unique items and places are on the way there, so I can maybe show you like places that you should check out that I might not be able to get to, but it's worth, maybe if you're in the area or traveling, you can, you know, flea markets, antique malls, booths. They got all sorts of different things out there. Obviously they got, every city has thrift stores, but yeah. So the goal here in today's video, we're gonna be organizing magazines, delisting them, kind of what Kevin did, Commonwealth Picker. He purged his inventory, went through everything, and I'm doing the same thing, but I'm doing it to achieve to be lighter. So the magazines are gonna get purged today and taken down, at least maybe 20% of them. I'm going to show you a little bit of it, then I'm going to speed it up for a few minutes, or show you little bits as I improve. So that's the goal of today's video. I don't want to hit anybody. Everybody's kind of moving quicker than I am. I'm going to show you some of my travels here soon, so hang in there. I'm going to get those videos produced. I love producing videos because once I get the system set up, it's not as hard as you guys think it is. I like working behind the computers. I already have like 5 different stations that are set up. All I have to do is click a button, one button, and everything's there. And you guys are going to see the quality improvement. So hey, thank you, and we're gonna let you go. Enjoy the video. Heading into Costco, get my shopping done. Alright, try not to get hit. Oh boy. It doesn't seem like, it's busy. It's always busy here. Will I spend $200? Oh boy, that's the problem. Every time I come here. Pretty funny. What did I say? Under $200? My goal was $193. Not bad. That was close. But I got some good stuff. I treated myself to some sushi, and I got some more filler foods for the refrigerator. Just trying to survive. You make it very difficult. How am I supposed to get anything done, huh? How am I supposed to get anything done? You don't make a good. You're not a good eBayer cat. You need to learn your space, and you don't learn your space. Oh, you're gonna do the roll. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. Don't fall off. All right, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Am I gonna feed you to tease you to get you out of my way? Every time I want to work, you come in and say, hi, Daddy. All right, all right. Mwah. Come on. All right. Oh, you got thorns. You got thorns. I gotta get your thorns from you. You gotta stop laying in the thorns, kitty. Daddy, you know thorns are not good for you. All right, all right. I gotta go. I gotta work. I gotta work. Come on. Come on. Come on, boo boo. Come on. Come on. Come on. No, come on. All right. Hey, okay, so next project, time to do a little organizing. I'm separating the old sandbags with all the magazines that have been in the store for quite a while. I think it's been 4 years, almost 4 years, not quite. We're pretty interesting. I would say I learned how to do it a little better as I got down the road. Would I have done this again? Probably. I wish I would have learned this a little quicker. Sandbags were real simple. Depending on how heavy the magazines were, I was able to sit my 25 in each magazine, or each sandbag, sorry. So it was easy to list. Having the bulk listing tool, minimums are 25, so I was able to stay at the same SKU number. So now the idea is to separate these and put them in stacks of 12. At first I have to prepare. The whole part of this video is to show you how much organizing is involved in listing volume. Now since I have only one store, I'm just going to be cranking this stuff out. I shut down my other store. Just moving that stuff to another store, actually Facebook. This shipping module is pretty powerful. I'm shipping quite a bit, so yeah, that's the idea. And the goal is, so now outside, this is all going to be gone. I still have that batch, and these are all magazines in there. And then it's going to get to a point where I can then move those magazines and get rid of those too. But those shelves are all going to go into this straight row, so all my small items can start being organized. Furniture is going to start going in the living room again. So out here, I'm just breaking down the old shelving, just getting rid of everything that's bulky, heavy, reducing everything. So I still have a long ways to go. I got moving roll shelves. I'm gonna be rolling shelves around. That this could be my desk pile shelves. I can roll around when I need to move them. Those are gonna go back to the warehouse. I have to do an inventory purge there, donate to my church items. I moved my bikes out here just to give me more room. And I still have about 10,000 music sheets that are selling really strong. So those are down here and all through here. So those are gonna stay around for a while until I get to probably the beginning of my ventures, when I start actually moving into an RV, taking 2-week trips. Nothing's gonna happen quickly, guys. There's all baby steps here for this plan to move to Arkansas. And I got tools. All my tools that I'm gonna take are gonna start being organized. I wish I would have stayed a little bit more on top of this. I got pretty much I got behind. Being sick, it really set me back a little bit. But I'm looking forward to getting this organized, and to the point where my it's amazing. Like, I shipped today and I carried one tote out, which would have been a trunk full before. And I mean a trunk full. I was doing, it's almost like James having a fucking big old trunk load of stuff. And I'm going the opposite. If I have 2 baskets full, 100 items to ship, baskets, smalls. lightweight. So the goal here is, like, these are all the old middle, like 2000, 1990s, 80s, 70s. I'll keep them organized in time periods. And then as they grow, and when I get to the listing part, I'll pull 12 from each one of these stacks, make sure they're not duplicates, get them online. I've now sold about 20 of these lots, and I only had like 50 up. So I still have like 100, 150 more lots. Not 100% because I have to go through these. I'm throwing away a lot of magazines that are kind of damaged, and when I was listening them, I probably should have been a little bit more in tune to that. But all right, the next video will be me just organizing, separating, and I'm gonna speed it up. I'm not gonna kill you guys watching that too long, but I want to show you how much organizing has to be done, and I'm gonna do it in stages. I might stop for a little bit and talk, and then go back into moving it fast. But thank you guys. And that's the mess I got to pick up now. And that's just, we still got 3 more of these to do. So that's what I'm talking about. Organizing. They're all the same magazines. You can tell when I was separating, I had to separate them. That's when I wasn't as like thorough. Now I'm really thorough because I know how important it is. But thank you for watching. If you got this far, if you got this far, thanks. All right, new setup is done. New setup is done. I got my vertical and landscape settings, and got my printer here. I got 5 power sources coming off of this. I've completely eliminated this table. Just imagine that's in the RV, bolted into the chassis or the floor. This is connected. Easy to disconnect, remove out if something happens to the RV that I need to shift quickly. Say I'm stuck on the side of the freeway, I'm able to at least retrieve my inventory and take trips in my truck to, let's say, a storage, or depending on where I'm at, it'll happen someday where I have to have some sort of emergency plan in place. I got my camera set up here so I could do FaceTime. I have my new computer here. I might be going to the old, so used to the MacBook Pro track system. I might eliminate this. That'll open up one USB port since it's Bluetooth. I got my toolbox. I made this, took this off power now. That's all battery. I got backup batteries, plastic, just to know that they're still good. Directions are gone. My tabs for inventory so this will be, it'll actually be outside under the awning as a sorting area as inventory comes in. I won't be buying inventory for another 5 months. I got to go through what I have. The goal is I'm going to be buying completely different. Can't afford buying in bulk. I'll be targeting auctions across the country, targeting exact items I want. And if they go up too high, I'll have to dive in with AI to determine if there's enough value for me to buy. I got a tool coming that's gonna change my life. John's working on new updates to the AI tool. I'm pretty excited about. Right now, when I'm extremely focused, I can produce a lot of listings a day. Now, we were having some issues like the images staying organized when they're basically showing up in the service. I would have to stroll through and look for the photo that I'm about to list. So that would take a lot of energy off my eyes. So I just go next, and I'll just hit a copy button, transfer. It goes right into eBay. We're not connecting it to eBay. It's going to be a tool for research plus some other features that'll make it worthwhile. But maybe someday it'll connect to different platforms. But until things change there, where they're done making all the changes they're doing, it's not worth trying to beat our heads against a wall. And that's how I feel about that. So I'm not saying never, but I'm gonna get this tool set up to help me in my wandering reseller adventures. So when I do take off on road trips, I have a couple, 3,000-4,000 photos ready to prepped. Everything will be organized, and they'll only be in the totes. So when I take off for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or a month, whatever I do, and then I come back, I'm coming back to process more photos. Go through the new inventory that's sitting here waiting for me to come pick up. So that's the first phase. And obviously, as I get better at it, these trips will be longer and longer. I'll be processing all my heavy inventory out. Once I get to a point where I'm light enough, these trips can then go longer. I still have some solar system. You know, the goal would be I'm going to be towing the truck, and if it's in a trailer, a tow trailer where it's enclosed, my inventory can then go into that when the truck comes out. So it's like then my bedroom will be available in the RV. So it's not, you know, sounds like a lot of weight, but you know, for a chassis, a 450 engine, a good RV will have no problem towing my truck plus the inventory that I have. This is the only workstation I'll have, one. I'm not sure if it's going to be the wood foam, so first thing I'll do when I take these apart is I'll get this is heavy wood. It's like densed, and I believe the ones that they are, the warehouse are foam board, and then there's layers of veneer, which makes it super lighter, and everything I do is going to be lighter, and I'm going to reduce the weight to a point, even if I have to remove shelves out of the RV, because I'm buying an RV that's on, you know, the owner is on this last leg, or not the correct way to say that, but the theory is if the RV is lighter, it's going to be able to carry more of my stuff I need. And like, so once these magazines, I process the rest of these, this will be a backup computer stored here in case something happens to this system, which I have 3 other backups. This is still a great computer, but it's just I'm wearing them out. Next, I got to get these magazines off my plate. I got still 3,000 listings to take down and process. But so now the next step is I'm getting off the cloud. No more cloud. And that'll be setting this up. So the theory here, I'll be able to take all my photos, put them on a flash drive, have all my video prepped and for editing, and that's a fun hobby of mine. So I won't ever have to be using the Starlink to process data through Starlink, the store, and I'll be able to just plug. So now I have 6 items, so I have to figure out how much wattage of each item per hour, and obviously I'll have a refrigerator and a microwave, and these monitors won't be on all day. They'll be, you know, turned off pretty quickly as when I don't need it. I'll figure out all these little hacks, and I can't wait. I'm gonna get the truck ready this next. I'm gonna start working on getting it registered and smogged again, get it back on the road, put the shell back on. I'm gonna put a pop-up tent on it, and basically that'll be what I use for the next 6-7 months as I'm setting up the acid off-grid system that'll run the refrigerator that is a refrigerator, not a freezer. That's another story. Check out that video. And just trying to reduce weight. Weight's gonna be gone. So that'll be what goes in the RV. Might be the wood version. This is like plywood. It's almost plywood with some sort of paint on it. I know these are super heavy, and that's, you know, every 5 pounds, it's 5 pounds I don't have to worry about, and I'll keep thinking that way. Obviously, I won't need the big printer, but I will have these little containers. I have a whole bunch of those that I can bungee cord shipping supplies, connect these to the RV, and I'll have just pull bungee cords and start shipping right from the module. Yeah, like I said, I'm not leaving here. I'm just making this area, gonna paint the room, make this room available. You know, we're 1,200 yards away from the beach, so if Q needs to rent it out for $1,000, he can. He's been a great roommate for 15 years, and I'm very lucky to met him. And he's been when I got sick, guys, if he wasn't here, I would have been in trouble. And then having issues with the property manager here being crooked, I would have pretty much lost everything if he would have gotten his way. So I will continue to pursue my dream. My dream is to build out my property in Arkansas. First stage will be an off-grid place for me to get used to the rotation. I'll stay there during the cooler season. Obviously I'll be there about half the summer, and that'll be hot, but I'm good with hot. I'm not good with cold yet. I have to work my way into that. Anyway, thank you. This is step one. Problem solved. Everything is, I could break this down. I could break this down. Within 15 minutes, I could put this in the truck if I needed to. And solar system's not going to be connected to the roof. It's going to be panels, flexible panels, lightweight flexible panels. It'll be a very large unit of this, but it'll be probably a Blue Eddy. I don't need much, guys, but the truck will have an emergency solar system. So if I do break down, and I'll have the Blue Eddy and the, what do they call it? The thing, I'll convert the charging unit to be the Blue Eddy has this new tool that you can connect to your battery system. Since I have to consider the fact that I want to keep everything attachable, so if my truck disappears or breaks down, which will happen someday, I'm able to take everything I've set up and move it right into the next truck. So it's the same theory. You just have to, I don't want to make anything forever in that RV. Everything needs to be looked at as if I had to leave it, it'll just be a skeleton of the RV and whatever I left behind. And in that case, they'll tow it off the freeway or tow it off wherever it broke and auction it off at the auction, and it'll be someone else's nightmare to deal with. But at that point, I'll already be in another RV, because I'll always have that cash sitting there in case of emergencies. And